Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. It is what you read and you don't have to that determines what you will be when you can't help it. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Yes, I am a dreamer. For a dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. A good friend will always stab you in the front. You will always be fond of me. I represent to you all the sins you never had the courage to commit. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. I am not young enough to know everything. Experience is merely the name men gave to their mistakes. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Hearts are made to be broken. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. The very essence of romance is uncertainty. Everything in the world is about sex except sex. Sex is about power. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. I never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read in the train. I don't want to be at the mercy of my emotions. I want to use them, to enjoy them, and to dominate them. Nowadays people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. I can resist anything except temptation. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does, and that is his. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I am too fond of reading books to care to write them. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Behind every exquisite thing that existed, there was something tragic. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. who, being loved, is poor. Children begin by loving their parents. As they grow older they judge them. Sometimes they forgive them. Crying is for plain women. Pretty women go shopping. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. We are each our own devil, and we make this world our hell. I have nothing to declare except my genius. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. Never marry at all. Men marry because they are tired, women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. Whenever people agree with me, I always feel I must be wrong. I like men who have a future and women who have a past. Some things are more precious because they don't last long. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. Art is the only serious thing in the world. And the artist is the only person who is never serious. I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their good intellects. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. To get back my youth, I would do anything in the world, except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable. There are only 2 kinds of people who are really fascinating: people who know absolutely everything, and people who know absolutely nothing. Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not of the sitter. The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. America is the only country that went from barbarism to decadence without civilization in between. The public have an insatiable curiosity to know everything, except what is worth knowing. Society often forgives the criminal, it never forgives the dreamer. An idea that is not dangerous is unworthy of being called an idea at all. Men always want to be a woman's first love, that is their clumsy vanity. Women have a more subtle instinct about these things. What women like is to be a man's last romance. Life is too short to learn German. One should never trust a woman who tells one her real age. A woman who would tell one that would tell one anything. Women have a much better time than men in this world. There are far more things forbidden to them. There are many things that we would throw away if we were not afraid that others might pick them up. They've promised that dreams can come true, but forgot to mention that nightmares are dreams, too. The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death.